Hello, my name is Kate Eichstead, and I am the Military Partnership Program Coordinator. Thank you for joining me today for this webinar on 4-H Cloverbud programming. Today, I hope that you leave this training feeling confident and excited to lead a 4-H Cloverbud club. Like all 4-H clubs, Cloverbuds will still use the experiential learning model and the essential elements of positive youth development. So, what is a 4-H Cloverbud club? Cloverbuds are ages 5 through 8 years old. It is age appropriate. It is all about cooperative learning, and it is non-competitive. This is where you'll see a difference from other 4-H programming. Instead of a single topic for a project, such as 4-H cooking clubs or 4-H photography clubs, the youth will explore different areas. They'll get a taste of what 4-H has to offer. So today we're going to take a look at the big book of 4-H Cloverbud activities, Life Skills and Learning for K through 2nd Youth. There are many different resources out there for 4-H Cloverbud activities, and there's some great ones. And this one we're going to highlight today just to showcase some of its great content. There are 50 lessons included in the big book of 4-H Cloverbud activities, each with enough activities for more to cover than just a 60-minute meeting. Topic areas are equally represented and include the following areas: science and technology, community expressive arts, healthy lifestyle, environmental and earth science, personal development, citizenship and civic education, consumerism and family science, and plants and animals. Each lesson includes objectives, recommended group size, time frame, background information, targeted life skills, and suggestions. Within the lessons, activities are grouped into 5 sections: getting started, digging deeper, looking within, bringing closure, and going beyond. Selecting 1 or 2 activities from each section is a good way to carefully explore each topic, beginning with an introductions to the materials, progressing through various concepts, and ending with extended learning. Most activities include an application in which the children are encouraged to apply what they have learned. Finally, where appropriate, the lessons end with reading adventures, a collection of related and recommended stories and books. This curricula has an emphasis on low-cost, hands-on activities that are exciting and age-appropriate. The success of your meetings are practically guaranteed. So let's take a closer look. We're going to go ahead and highlight a couple of activities from this curriculum. This activity is from the Environmental and Earth Science section of the curriculum. It is called Nature Color Match. And as you see here, there's a picture of some youth having some fun exploring, and then a picture of some simple paint samples that you find at a local hardware store. So I extracted the directions from the curriculum. I wanted to highlight and point out that the curriculum is very easy to read, and it is also easy to modify to fit your group's needs. It is nicely laid out, and the materials for the activities are relatively inexpensive and easy to find. Here is the color match game. And simply here, the materials are the color paint strips. And then it does just give you a simple direction of talk to the youth about the colors in nature. Point out natural items that are the same color but different shades. Give each child a different color chip and ask them to find 3 natural items that match the color on their chip. And then in the activity here, they do the activity, they experience it, and then there is the processing questions that are age appropriate for this age group included in all activities. I have used this activity for a nature day camp as well as with my niece, and this activity has gone over extremely well and is a lot of fun to try to find the different colors in nature. So let's continue to talk about age-appropriate activities for this age group. So here we have a picture of what it looks like a woodworking club or a woodworking project here. It looks like everything is set up nice, and to me it looks like a really fun time. However, it looks like each individual child is going to be building something with woodworking materials. And we have a relatively young child. She looks to be about a kindergarten age, and looks like she's getting some one-on-one help with her project. But some people might say no, this is not an age-appropriate activity, and then some people might say yes. And there's a lot of factors that go into that. Well, let's dig a little deeper here and see how woodworking could be included into your club. So we have from our book here, from the Communications and Expressive Arts, we have How Many Hobbies. So luckily, Cloverbuds are able to do many different things, and woodworking can be one of them. Here is a lesson from the big book of 4-H Cloverbud activities from our Community and Expressive Arts section. The first part of the activity suggests explaining to the youth what a hobby is. On a flip chart or a whiteboard or a blackboard, you could simply have the youth start listing what hobbies are. Now, at this age group, hobbies might be a new vocabulary word for the youth, so you might have to explain what that is. But then they can start listing and brainstorming all the different hobbies that they do or they know that other members in their family do. Another idea that they give you in the curriculum is to take that list of hobbies and then use the life skills of developing life skills of categorizing and have the youth categorize. What's great about these programs is that you can adapt this to meet the needs and abilities of your age group. Then in this hobby, they can dig a little deeper and they can do a woodworking project. In the curriculum suggests that you buy a easy assemble birdhouse, for example. You can easily get some inexpensive birdhouses through Amazon or at your local craft store and work as a group. Instead of each individual youth doing their own birdhouse, the group can work on one birdhouse and then maybe put it outside so that they can enjoy it at their after-school program. So you're going to start a 4-H Cloverbud club at your site. So what do you need to do? All 4-H clubs need the following to be a chartered 4-H club, and that includes the enrollment forms for the youth and the enrollment forms for the leaders. There is a minimum of 5 youth needed to be enrolled. You will need to use program plan and lesson plans. The program plan can be found on our website, or you can email me and I'd be happy to give you that. Lesson plans, you can use your Navy or Army forms. You do need a minimum of 10 lesson plans using the experiential learning model, and you need a minimum of 6 4-H business meetings, which we'll go into that in a minute. These items are received to our 4-H office, typically in October of our program year. So this year we are doing an October 2nd date. If you're not able to meet that deadline, that's all right. Just please communicate that with us. Cloverbud meetings and officers. So like I said, 4-H does require 6 business meetings, but there are some modifications for age appropriateness for the Cloverbud group. So instead of having a president and a vice president and a secretary like a traditional 4-H club might have, the idea would be that you could possibly rotate officers instead of electing. And so maybe you're just going to focus on a leader, a president, and the president might just simply say the pledge to get the meeting started. You do not need to use Robert's Rules of Order or parliamentary procedure at this level, but you could use a shortened or more casual version to help get those concepts. Pledge and recall from the last 4-H meeting time would be a great way to start out your club, and possible activities just to learn about what leaders do. This is definitely more leader-driven than youth-driven at the Cloverbud age. You can modify your meeting minutes by using a flip chart or whiteboard, or take pictures for your after-action reports to suffice. Some groups have used a group scrapbook in the past for documentation. I want to share with you a few of our resources that are helpful for Cloverbud programming. Utah Discover Curricula offers a variety of 6 lessons curricula, several in the Cloverbud realm. North Dakota has some great 4-H Cloverbud lessons, as does Ohio State, Purdue, West Virginia, and Michigan. There are probably many more resources out there, but this was just a list of a few. Here's one of those resources from Ohio State. Record books are not a requirement in 4-H, but they are recommended. You can feel free to use a pre-made one or make your own for your specific needs. Hawaii 4-H does have a Cloverbud record book that you can use and reprint, and that can be found on our military partnership website. Here's a version from Ohio State, like I said, that is an easy PDF printout today at 4-H Cloverbuds. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope that you can see the ease and simplicity of running a 4-H Cloverbud club. So please go have fun with this programming, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, Kate Eichstead. You can reach me at military4h@ctart.hawaii.edu. And I'd be happy to help with any questions that you might have for your 4-H programming needs. Please let us know that you viewed this training for our training records. You may use that same email, military4h@ctart.hawaii.edu. Thank you so much, and please let me know if you have any questions.